Before I start, as of this morning when I looked at the interweb, I've got 93 subscribers, so a massive big thank you guys and girls, greatly appreciated. Although I want lots more, but those of you that have subscribed, thank you. Right, now you've heard me and seen me banging on about the first ever cast iron bridge in the world. You've seen me travel through Tudor towns, modern industrial and office block areas and all the rest of it, and the majority of my videos have been shot in the county that I live in, England's best kept secret, that is Shropshire. But Shropshire isn't just about all of that. Oh, and we saw an old Roman city as well, or what was left of it as well, a few videos back. Yeah, Shropshire's about a lot more than that. And a big part of Shropshire is this, the South Shropshire Hills. You have mountains in Scotland and Wales. Well, we don't have mountains in this county, but we do have hills. Lots of them. And if you look way, way, way over there in the distance, like that direction, right on the horizon, you can see a hill. In fact, you can barely see it, but there is a little bit of a lump on the horizon. And that little bit of a lump is the Wrekin, the hill that I keep banging on about, the hill that I live within a mile or so of. So I've travelled around about 25 miles away from home to the South Shropshire Hills, an area of significant scientific interest, a beauty spot, a National Trust park. And they got things like wild ponies roaming the hillside, amongst other things. Lovely, lovely area. And you can drive up here, or ride up here, or if you're really brave and fit, walk up here. So go a little bit further along there, there's a bloody big diving club. No, not diving. I said diving, didn't I? Gliding. What the bloody hell am I talking about? There's no water up here. I'm losing the plot. Yeah, there's a gliding club, but it is a weekday, so the likelihood of anybody gliding in the proper pucker gliders is probably a little slim. They also have paragliders and what's the other one? Hang gliders. Also any kind of flying without an engine, it happens there. Come and have a look at South Shropshire. You'll be amazed. You'll want to move here. So I shouldn't really be advertising the fact. I like the fact that I've got this to myself. Right, now the road going down here is a little treacherous in that there's very close to a sheer drop, and it's going to be on my side of the road as I go down. So eyes in the back of my head, in my arse, wherever else, eyes peeled basically, because mostly people behave themselves and drive ever so gently up and down here. But there have been known incidents when people have gone off the edge. I don't think it's actually killed anybody, but I don't want to be going over the edge. You'll appreciate how bloody high up and how steep it is when I get a little bit further down the road. There's a load of those little ponies wander around up here wild. So used to us lot walking by, riding by, driving by, that they don't bat an eyelid. And of course sheep who've got very, very small brains, they'll run out in front of you just for shits and giggles. So it's definitely a very gentle ride down, and give way to anybody coming up. That's how steep it is. Not actually very far from the there's a little town at the bottom of this road called Church Stretton, which is there. You can see it in the distance. And I'll give way to this fella as well. Yeah, apparently a couple of people have gone off the edge there, which is not great. Certainly something I wouldn't want to do. I mean, it's not sheer, but it's bloody steep. But as you can see from all the coaches and all the cars and everything parked down there, it's a pretty popular spot. I think there's a cafe down there, which I'm not going to go to because I'd have to queue up, and I actually had a coffee before I came up here. I put some fuel in the bike, and there was a coffee shop inside the petrol station, so I stopped there and had a coffee. This road does have snow gates on it because in the winter it can be pretty damn treacherous up here. And look, no fences. I'll go over the edge there, that's going to hurt. That new exhaust pops and bangs a little bit, doesn't it? It's not bad. I've seen worse, or heard worse. In fact, my CCM's worse. That does pop and bang. I had to close my visor, I'm filling up with insects. And actually looking through the visor is not a great deal better, because that's covered in their dead relatives. And there we go, I'm now not going to fall off the edge. I can still have some silly bugger hit me head on. But I'm back in the town of Church Stretton.